Let me resume the recording. Okay, it started. So I have muted your all. Okay, so once the PPT presentation is completed, I'll unmute. Then you can ask your questions. Okay, so till now, till the time you will have mute yourself, muted by default. Okay, so check chat. Anybody having any issue? Screen sharing? Sorry, everybody can able to see my screen, right? Yes, definitely. So after the session completed, you will receive the recording to your email. Okay, don't worry about it. So let me first introduce myself. Okay, so I have a 12 plus years of experience in IT infra support. So I completed a Microsoft Azure, and I have a ITIL version 3, and I'm also certified a Microsoft certificate trainer for last 2 years. Okay, so my skill sets are managing Windows servers, VMware, Hyper-V, and Nutanix, and .NET application hosting. So these are my skill set. Okay, so Azure certificate roadmap. Okay, there are three types available in Azure roadmap. Okay, fundamental, associate, expert. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So fundamental, that is for the course provide a fundamental knowledge, like basic knowledge about your course, the Azure course, like what is Azure services, so what is the data center, how the servers are working, so why we are using those services, like it will provide only a basic understanding about cloud, so which will be useful for the new joiners, freshers, and the developers, the tester, project managers, so who are new to understand about the cloud projects. Okay, so this is only for the basic. So you don't want to get the fundamental, because you can directly go with administrator. Okay, so there is no prerequisite you should complete fundamental or not like that. You can directly start your administrator. So what is the benefit of administrator course? Okay, so here you will get the knowledge about roles, including like implementing, managing, and monitoring, and about storage, compute, virtual network. See, it's mixed with all skill set. Like for example, in 10 years ago or 15 years ago, so the storage administrator can do only storage work. Okay, storage responsibility, storage administration work. The backup team, they'll do only taking for backup monitoring and backup administration. And developers, they take only two develops. But nowadays, everybody should have a basic knowledge about all things. So this course will provide you about the Azure storage, compute, virtual networks, how the virtual networks are working, how we are going to connect the virtual networks, how the hosting going to be happen. So how do we estimate the cost estimation? How do we, for example, the project is coming in. So how do we start the cost estimation? So what are the data required? So how do we upgrade our services? So while deploying the application, what are the requirements, prerequisites, and what are the questions to be asked with customers? Like the customers coming for, they want to deploy some applications in particular region. So we should have some knowledge. So how many servers are required, which servers you required, like Windows or Linux, and so these things. So you will get knowledge here, how to provision the server, how to monitor the servers, how to deploy the servers, how to do cost estimation, how to do performance issues, how to fix that. Okay, so you will get everything in this Microsoft Azure Administrator course. This is not only for like infra administrator. So if the infra administrator coming, he can everything learn like everything, but still it has some course like it have platform as a service. So like for example, in traditional days, if you're going to deploy application, so you need only servers, right? So here you learn how to deploy servers in platform as a service. So you'll have file services. So without servers, how we can access our file services? Okay, like that you learn everything. So how to deploy application over the platform as a service, how to deploy application over the infra as a service, how to take backups. So how to reduce the increase, modify the server specification. So you will learn everything here. So this course especially for system admins, for career growth and project management developers. Therefore, understand about the cloud knowledge. Okay, even nowadays developer can do create application himself. Developer can do create servers himself, and he can do everything because of it's a mixed package of the administrator knowledge. So there are shared responsibility in all cloud. Okay. So traditional days, how we'll host our application. So we'll have a storage, networking, compute, everything in our on-premises cloud, on-premises data centers. Okay. That is come with your on-premises. It will taken care by the IT infra people. Okay, IT infra admins. Okay. So when come to cloud, so storage, network, compute. This will be provided by cloud service provider. That is called as infra as a service. Okay, so cloud service provider providing so storage, networking, computer. On top of it, you are going to deploy virtual machine. You are going to install OS. So you're going to choose which OS required for your application, Windows, and which version going to be support. So on top of it, you have to deploy application, and you are going to access your application. Okay, so the blue indicates the provided by uh, Microsoft Microsoft Azure service provider. Okay, the green indicates which can be taken care by us. Okay, so here we just managing virtual machine operating system. So these things, but compute networking storage provided by Microsoft. Okay. So when so it's an example for infra as a service. So if you're going to deploy a application, so you're going to create a Windows server, Windows machine, Linux machine. You're going to create a server. Okay, this is your part. But when it come under platform as a service, you don't worry about creating virtual machine. You don't worry about create OS, and you don't worry about managing patches, managing antivirus on the servers. So just to going to create an application. For example, I want to create a Node.js. I want to create a .NET application. So just to go and get an app service plan, then you have to get a service. N number of mobile application and web application you can create and access it. Okay, this is a platform as a service. Here you're just managing data access and applications. Okay, just you're going to create an application. Okay, which application you want. Okay, a mobile application, web application like that. Okay. So next, the last one is software as a service. Okay, here even you don't manage applications. For example, Office 365, we are not going to create. Okay, the certificate, the Microsoft 365 package is already available. We just to go and provide, just you go and access your data. Okay, that's it. Okay, for example, you have a Microsoft Office.com. You just to provide a username password, and you're accessing. And administration admin team, they just going to access, create a username, passwords, and managing the whole office is your packages. Okay, subscription. Okay, so there is no such a thing like creating storage in computer in earlier days, like 10 years ago. So when I joined my company, like 13 years ago, so if I want to deploy exchange server, we need everything: storage, network, compute, everything we have to manage. Okay, if here anything goes down here, so we will be taking care. That is a tough time for us 11, 12, 13 years ago. So what is cloud computing? So you know already very well. So it is offering by over the internet. Okay, you go and create your compute, network, storage, analytics, everything. So benefits of clouds. Okay, so there is a high availability and scalability and global reach and disaster recovery. Okay, so when it come under like capital expenditure and operational expenditure, it will be less compared with your on-premises. Okay, so you can go and create, and you will have a HA concept here, and where your custom is available. So you can create a service, create an application near to the customer place. So this is regions are made up of on Azure data centers. Okay, there are 140 regions available till date. Okay, for Microsoft. Compare with the GCP, AWS. So Microsoft is one of the leading cloud provider. Okay. So there are concept available zone, available set is available. So we'll see in depth in the classes. Okay, so it is in available zone means physically separated your application. For example, I have application, I have a server in zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Okay, if the entire zone goes down, still I have my server in working in another zone. So the entire two zones goes down. Okay, still I have a server in availability zone 3. Okay, to manage the traffic, we will use a load balancer to distribute traffic. Okay, we will have a zone redundant load balancer to distribute your network traffic. Okay, so we will see in classes in depth. So for creating the Azure subscription, we need a credit card. Okay. So if you're joining the class, you must have a credit card to activate your free trial account. So the free trial account will be valid for 30 days with 14,500 with your credit to your lab practice. Okay. Why I want to learn Azure? So during the COVID, the opening and the demand increased because everybody work from home. Right? They started work from home, right? So there are multiple opportunities created for the Azure. For example, the company looking to migrate the on-premises to Azure. Okay, there are a lot of migration tools available. We can migrate using any third party like your existing application, existing backup softwares like Beam Backup, or you can take your on-prem beach disk, then upload it to your cloud. Then you can create a server from that. So we'll have a you can recover. Sir, you can get from your on-premises switch it is. And another option, you can create an agent in Azure on-premises. You can sync them with Azure. So the companies, a lot of companies having a lot of migration projects nowadays. Everybody looking to migrate the servers from on-premises to cloud, either Hyper-V, VMware, anything. Okay. So companies are ready to offer a best salary for cloud certified engineers rather than the experience. If you have a 15 years experience, 10 years experience, if the guy having like 2 years, 3 years experience, he has just completed the cloud certificate. So if you compare this, salary will be high compared with the experienced person. Okay, you guys very well know about I think so. So benefits of cloud. Okay. So as I said, there are more available zones available in Azure. Okay. It's fully what I say. It has many features like it has multiple languages and frameworks. Okay, and there are better to easily you can migrate on premises to and Azure. Why I'm saying is Azure is best because I have worked in multiple projects in last 5 years in cloud. So I worked in Microsoft Azure, I worked in AWS, Oracle. Okay, so compared with the lift and shift and the migration, that is very easy with Azure. Okay, so the good topic here in Azure is Azure Active Directory. So which is mainly use sync with on-premises users to cloud. Okay, so Microsoft provided Azure Active Directory in the cloud. Okay, so for example, my 1 lakh users available on-premises. I have a 5 lakh, 10 lakh users, more users available on-premises. So Microsoft provide Office 365 package. Okay, so you need a username password, right? So using syncing, you don't worry about creating the username in Office 365 again. Okay, what you can do, you can just sync your on-premise users to Azure. Also, there are multiple benefits available. You can integrate on-premises user to sync with Azure. I mean, you can grant access for Azure resources. You can grant access for Office 365 email, E3 licenses. So, and even there are you can provide a MFA access. You can grant conditional access. There are multiple options of multiple solutions features available in Azure Active Directory. Nowadays we are sitting in from home, right? So we are accessing our machine. So in, for example, the small companies they don't want to create they don't have a on-premise services, on-premise services. What they can do, they can just create users in Azure Active Directory. Okay, they can join the on work from user machine directly to the cloud, okay, without any service. That is can be taken by Azure Active Directory. Okay, as I said, there are single click migrations available in many cases. Okay, you can just go and click your migrators or just to click migrate. It will be upgrade. It will be or Azure. Okay, so course benefit with my side, like so I'm a MCT trainer, right? So I have a Microsoft provided materials which will have a more definition and good content, like how to documents and a lot of explanations available in the document. Okay, if you're going to get in public or internet, you cannot get those type of concepts. Okay, that is only available for Microsoft certificate trainers only. So I'll provide the full booklet end of the course. Okay, and also every classes, for example, in every day, so I'll have a small short notes with the PPT. Okay, I'll take classes and will share to the end of the class. Okay, and after the class completed, you will receive the recording to your email IDs. Okay, and also I'll give some introduction how to do free labs and see whenever the Microsoft Azure updates coming, so I'll post it in LinkedIn, Telegram, and etc. And I'll share my real-time experience. Okay, so let me take to the syllabus. Oh, and one more thing. So whenever the class, so I'm taking the class meet. In end of the week, I will share the covered topics. So these are my topics. Like this is a Microsoft Azure at 104 topics. So here we'll see cloud computing concept and what is cloud computing and public difference between public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and what is also subscription and networking concept. We'll see how to get the infra. We'll learn about how to get a virtual machine, how to troubleshoot them, and how to get a key vault for secure your storages and HA concepts, and what is Azure Resource Manager, what is the benefit, okay, how to uh, resource groups, how to get a alerts for the server goes down or network goes down. So we learn about networking concept, like virtual networks, peering concept, and troubleshooting, and the load balancer and the pairings. Okay, and data implementation, like how to get a storage accounts, shared access signature, and the blobs, and how to manage them, how to create the access keys, how to grant access to the end users without providing username password, or the and identity solutions like role-based access control, how to grant access to the identity users, okay, how to get paid users or the guest users, how to grant them access, how to revoke the access, how to get the reports granted users, and the PowerShell. So how to create the resources over the PowerShell, how to manage them. Even if you're having Linux or Windows and Mac, how do we create them? Okay, and we will see PaaS concepts. Under PaaS, we'll see what is Azure application plan, how to get the application plan, how to get the app services, how to deploy app services, how to access app services, how to upgrade the app services, and those concepts. And main Azure data protection. So how to create a disk snapshot, how to what are the backup types are available, how to take backups, how to restore the backup, how to monitor the backups. Okay, then finally see the help and support. Okay, so whenever the course I am completing, so I'll have a your report. I'll share to the every week. Example, I complete mean I will mark whatever topics I covered. I will provide to the end of the week. Okay. So far, let me unmute. So somebody raise the hand. Let me stop sharing. can unmute yourself and you can ask questions.
Hey, Mohammed. Hello, Mohammed.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, Mohammed. It's Radhakrishnan. And during this session, right, do you have uh, lab sessions?
We'll have whatever topics I mentioned in the syllabus, 98% you will have a lab. Only 1 or 2% they matter. So whatever the topics I mentioned in the syllabus, everything will have a lab. Okay.
Okay, good. And one more thing. So if you get a free trial account, right, the duration is 1 month, right? So after 1 month, do we need to create another account to get a free trial access, or any other option is available?
See, after 1 month trial completed, you can upgrade your plan to pay as you go. So in the pay as you go, you will get 25 free services. Like they'll provide some minimum specific minimum support. Like you can create a 5 GB and you can create some 5 applications for testing. You can have a one virtual machine, one Windows and one Linux virtual machine. So like that, they'll provide some minimum amount of subscription you can have. Okay, you can create. Okay, but you have to remember how to utilize your within your quota. Okay, that I'll tell you how to do that, how to monitor that, and so on things. Even if you use some price, some the build account, so you can have a monitoring. Okay, you can monitor that. But and another option is I will Microsoft provide a learning subscription. Like a learning subscription mean in the sense, for example, you want to do some topics, you want to learn some topics. Mean what you can do, you can just go and access the free lab. That's not like a simulator, it's like a free lab. You can go and
Okay.
activate your subscription for it. Will available for 1 hour, 2 hour, 5 hour, 4 hour. They'll provide some duration. You can go and do your practices. That option is available.
Okay. Yeah.
We will start with initial classes, or one or 2 to 3, I think 3 to 4 classes. I may explain the concept through the free labs. Okay, so you don't worry about, you don't want to create in the first day itself to create your subscription, not required like that. You can create
Okay.
a fourth class, so we'll have still 4 days with your limit. Okay, we'll have some quota.
Yes. Okay. And what is the maximum duration for this course?
So it will take 25 hours. Okay, it's not a 25 classes. Like for example,
Okay.
the content will take to complete 25 hours. Okay, today I'm going to start meal. Today will contain 1 hour. So sometimes it may take longer. It may complete earlier. Okay, that is the thing. The total
Okay.
class is like 25 classes.